In this video, you get a look inside Warriors of Sehanine, a masterfully crafted Tier 1 adventure for D&D 5e. Hi, Bob here, and welcome to Bob World Builder, the D&D channel where we improve our games together. Subscribe for new videos every Wednesday under your subscriptions tab. If you're a fan of my Dragon of Icespire Peak DM Guide series, stick around to see how you can blend these two great adventures together. Now to introduce Warriors of Sehanine, lead story designer Florian Emmerich of Poison Potion Press.
Hi, my name is Florian Emmerich, and together with Ashley Warren and TVC Perry, we brought you the Warriors of Sehanine to DM's Guild, a highly modular adventure that brings you right before the doorsteps of Baldur's Gate. So it's a perfect start before your descent into awareness. It also comes with digital maps and handhelds, so you can play everywhere via VTT. It also has these cute trash mod minis. But don't take it from me, take it from Bob.
While this is not a paid promotion, Florian sent me this complimentary copy. And you can support the creators and I by checking out Warriors of Sehanine through the DM's Guild affiliate link in the description. Get a load of this cover by Raluca Marinescu. Honestly, it's the most beautiful cover I've seen on a DM's Guild product. From the fur cape and leafy elven clothing, to the wood carving in the background, to the contrasting, evocative expressions on the characters' faces in the green lamplight. This cover is packed with detail and sets an appropriately high bar for the rest of this module. The other writers are well-known DM's Guild greats. Ashley Warren and JVC Perry, author of Call from the Deep, additional design by Alexander Klippinger, editing by Linnea Hunt-Stewart, Zachariah Henseler, and Maddie Ophelia, and gorgeous art, maps, and layout by Henrik Rosenberg, Nathalie Lenhart, Dean Spencer, Aaron Harvey, and Florian. The 38-page story follows a clear 3-act structure broken into chapters, which we'll review after the adventure background and hooks. There's also an awesome one-shot epilogue quest included in the appendices, but it's impossible to review that quest without spoiling part of the main adventure, so just keep in mind that this module includes a well-written expansion. Warriors of Sehanine is designed for a level 3 to 5 party and should take between 4 and 8 sessions to complete, making it a solid mini-campaign and great follow-up to low-level one-shots like my free beginner adventure Blood in the Woods, or the perfect prelude to larger campaigns like Descent into Avernus, as this adventure takes place not far from Baldur's Gate. And Warriors of Sehanine could be a great add-on to modules like the Dragon of Icespire Peak by switching in Neverwinter for Baldur's Gate and the Neverwinter Wood for the equally mysterious Wood of Sharp Teeth, where this story takes place. Here, in the Wood of Sharp Teeth, a reclusive band of elves called the Warriors of Sehanine recently attacked a destructive troop of orc invaders. This raid ousted the orcs, resulted in the death of the elven leader's husband, and left their home, Ravenglade Keep, open to a wandering black dragon, Duskbringer, who killed them all except Fiven the Chronicler and the leaders Alar and Leah, and Leah's 2 children, Sillin and Fane, still trapped in the keep. The authors provide 2 hooks where the party encounters the grievously wounded Leah, Alar, and Fiven, either on the road to or within Baldur's Gate, or Neverwinter, of course, as well as a 3rd hook where the party begins in Chapter 2, having already tracked down a dragon, perhaps the young white dragon Cryovane. Also, there's a helpful character breakdown stating their role, physical description, where to find their stat block, and a few spoilers. So feel free to pause here and use the timestamps below if you would like to skip ahead to the chapter summaries. Okay, spoiler time. First, the elves are secretly werewolves, and Fiven is also secretly a necromancer who revived Leah's husband after the orc attack and has been running experiments on him in Ravenglade Keep. When the party accepts the quest, he will stealthily follow them and even try to kill them if they enter his laboratory to protect his dark secret. Next, Marla Moonglove appears as a half-elf druid living peacefully in her cottage in the Wood of Sharp Teeth, but she's actually a green hag, and Marla's the villain of the epilogue one-shot quest, where she has captured one of the children in their wolf form. Finally, Duskbringer is actually being manipulated by a will-o-wisp, the evil soul of a former Baldur's Gate Grand Duke, Valarken, who wants to reclaim the city. Because this true villain and their motivations remain entirely unknown to the warriors and the party, the adventure location is completely flexible. End spoilers. Chapter 1, Meeting the Survivors, begins with a quote from the wounded, exhausted, and desperate elven leader, Leah Pianthus. Please, my children are all that I have. I beg of you to help them. Take our riches if you must, but please find it in your heart to rescue my 2 children. Leah is actually unconscious when the party first meets the elves, and when she awakes, Leah demands to join them, until Elar urges her otherwise, and she then blames him for leaving behind Syllan and Fane. This tragic scene of a now one-armed, pleading mother is almost guaranteed to hook your party. If that's somehow not enough, Elar offers his +1 longsword up front, and any treasure they find as reward for slaying the dragon and returning the children. They also provide a map through the Wood of Sharp Teeth and lots of helpful information regarding what the party might face. Then, there's a section stating that the party will have trouble enlisting help, though I wouldn't make it unnecessarily difficult if that's the way your players want to go, because time is of the essence. After 7 days, each additional day traveling to Ravenglade Keep increases Duskbringer's HP by 10. If they make it sooner, you reduce the dragon's HP by 10 for each day. This is an awesome and unique mechanic, so be sure to let your more experienced players know that the dragon didn't simply long rest and heal back to their full HP after the battle. Chapter 2, The Wood of Sharp Teeth, is an exploratory hex crawl, but this basically eliminates the chance of catching Duskbringer still healing. An easy adjustment is to artificially combine hexes so the party moves 3 per day instead of 1. And that way, you won't quickly burn through the other 2 points of interest, Marla's Cottage and the Ruins of Velhar, and all 12 set-piece encounters. An owlbear, rallying orcs, a courtly procession of cocky kobolds, treasure-hungry trolls, or the patrolling dragon. Each encounter is detailed yet concise, and my favorite is definitely the Fey Spirit Fox Chase, in which you can use the beautiful 2D mini included in the adventure handouts. Chapter 3, Ravenglade Keep, features the magnificent wooden elven fortress on a practically floating plateau amid a massive waterfall. And the details of this location are dependent on the party's encounters in the Wood of Sharp Teeth. For example, the orcs and/or kobolds repair broken stairs and bridges, making it easier for the party to ascend and enter the keep, but these creatures must then be dealt with inside. The keep has 2 floors, about 20 rooms, and this is where the spoilers converge. So all I can tell you is that there are tons of beautiful descriptions, and that the keep is truly a living environment with lots of room for replayability based on player actions and DM decisions. For the flawless and thematic formatting, beautiful art, wonderful story design, and flavorful, concise writing, I highly recommend Warriors of Sehanine. Now check out these videos for more great adventures. Thank you for watching, and keep building.